We are a small business, a boutique agency, but I think that the clients and even our brand ambassadors really understand that we are a small little family business, and that they're valued. So across the board, whether it's our brand ambassadors who are trying to learn new things about their career, or their clients who are building their brands, they're going to have some great support from us, and we're going to be, their cheerleaders as well.
Okay, so
Here we go.
this is great. This is a great day getting to talk to Julie, who is the owner of Mirus Promotions. Mirus Promotions has been here since 2009. You started this small business and it's grown exponentially. You're now serving clients nationwide, and it's 10 years later.
Yes.
So give us a little history on what you've been doing over the last 10 years and the mindset that's kept you going.
Great. Yes, absolutely. So, we're celebrating our 10th year in business, which is crazy, but a good crazy. I started the business with one client in San Diego in 2009, and I recognized that there was a need in the industry, the field marketing industry, for a higher level of representation, a more engaging level of representation. Because when I started the company, it was, the digital age and digital world was coming about, and, MySpace and Facebook, and yes, there is a digital space and a huge need for digital marketing. But at the end of the day, we're all human, and we thrive on these human interactions, and that's where my company and our field comes in. When you start and you're doing most everything, there's a lot of little fires to put out, and you're constantly finding solutions for things, which is what we are as entrepreneurs and business owners. We are professional solution seekers. So when you're able to start giving away the technical work and building systems to kind of help work out all these fires so they don't come up all the time, you get to work on bigger challenges, which is building your team, thinking about 10 years from now, what are some of the trends that you need to watch for and plan for and market for? What are some challenges that could come up in your line of business that you can prepare for? You need to focus on the finances. And so there's bigger, more exciting and more interesting challenges. One of the biggest things that I've learned is that I was on this amazing uphill success story, fastest growing company for 9 out of 10 years of my business. And I finally hit a valley last year when there were some changes in the legislation that we had to change our business model. And it's an industry-wide thing, specifically in California. But it was a big hit. It was a big hit financially. It was a big hit from a business perspective, and a lot of big challenges that my team, I couldn't have done it without my team. We split into 3 departments, and I assigned people different roles, and it ended up being a great opportunity for everybody. But it was like, I felt like this was it, how are we going to get through it? And working with my business coach and having my amazing team, we got through it. And what the lesson is that just because you're going through this big challenge does not mean it's the end, and does not mean that you can't find solutions. And somebody gave me a really great analogy. They were in Yosemite and going through a time, and they were in the valley in Yosemite, and he said, I was in the valley and I looked up, and he said, here's this beautiful scenery, and the valley itself was just so beautiful and green and yellow. And he said, even if you think this, there's no way out, he said, look around and you'll see the beauty in the valley, but you'll also see the peaks where you'll be up again. So I just thought that was amazing. We're all about building relationships and building trust. And our vision, it's a very big vision, but it's to be the #1 trusted field marketing agency in the US. And we developed and came up with that vision statement because every question that we ask about why are we here, why do we do what we do, it all is around this trust, and how do you build trust? You build trust through human connection with consistency in relationships. That's one of the reasons that I love doing what I do and running the company is the people that work for us and the opportunities that we can provide, whether it's to our office staff or our brand ambassadors in the field. And with our brand ambassadors, because we are nationwide, so everybody is remote, and we're constantly thinking of how can we stay connected to them, or how can we make them feel like they're connected to us. And so I do monthly From the Heart videos and talk about different values, or talk about things that we're doing, or for Thanksgiving we talked about gratitude and 6 ways that you can feel or experience gratitude. We also have our Mirus Marvel of the Month. So that person is a brand ambassador who exudes our core values before, during, and after their activations, and we highlight them. And so we ask a bunch of questions, and then we highlight them in a blog on our website and share on social media, and then send them a thank you, and just as a thank you, and to show them that we see you. And I know that they're looking for a company where they can grow, where they're given leadership opportunities, where they feel appreciated and valued and heard. And those are the type of people that we're looking for too.
I would describe the environment here as very collaborative. We are a relatively small internal team, and we have this beautiful open concept sort of office. And I find it very helpful to work so close with our leadership team, as well as Julie, and be able to work in an environment where I feel empowered and welcomed. I know that she likes to keep her door open, and we can come to her for advice or with suggestions, which is always nice. And I feel that the intimate environment here is very helpful to improving our productivity, as well as, I guess, contributing to the culture and making us feel more team-oriented.
I have just an amazing group of young women who work with me in the office, and I couldn't do anything that I do without them. And another one of the wonderful things I love about this is empowering them and giving them bigger opportunities, finding out what their passions are, training my management team to find what their team's passions are, to engage them and give them other opportunities, promotions within. That's a great thing about a smaller business. You can create positions for people, and I started with 1 intern, and now there's 12 of us, and we have 3 departments and growing. So, just offering these leadership opportunities. We do retreats once a quarter. Like this week we have our holiday retreat on the hornblower, so that will be fun. Yes, and same thing, just making them feel like they're part of this, and they're not just here to do work. It's what are we doing? Why are we here?
So how important is community involvement to what you do?
It's huge, and there's a few different ways that we are involved and have continued to be involved with the local community, as well as growing on a global scale, which I'm excited to share. So I have always been really involved with UC San Diego's Morris Cancer Center. I have a good friend who's the director of special events for the center, and so in that way I've been able to have a close proximity to being able to help and volunteer. And 6-ish years ago we started volunteering at their annual Luau and Longboard Invitational. That's an ongoing way that we like to give back, and a partner that we work with recently got involved with Buy One Give One, or B1G1 as it's called. And it's a way for us to give back on a global scale. So every time a customer does business with us, or every time a brand ambassador completes their event, something really great happens. So it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Buy one, and we give one back. And what we've been able to do is give back days of life-saving water to people in Africa. We've been able to give, like currently the project that we're working on is days of library books to young women in Cambodia to help fight trafficking, as well as trafficking rehabilitation. So that's been really huge.
Do you think it matters if a small business is connected to the community or giving back? Do you think it matters to their consumers?
Absolutely. People don't do business with you because of the how or the what. They do business with you because of the why. So why do you do what you do? And how do you show that? How do you show up? How do you engage the why in everything you do? People who work with you, they want to be part of something bigger and a why. So part of our why is to be able to give back, empower others, develop leaders, help build brands, but through these human connections. So I think it definitely is great for that as far as the why, but also locally it could be a great networking opportunity. So we have a lot of goals on the horizon, and one of them is to get into new industries. So a lot of our business right now is consumer product goods, food, beverage, alcoholic beverage. We do have some vitamin and health and wellness clients, but getting more into the tech and automotive space, as well as skincare and beauty. And a lot of that is because of all of the changes and how those are industries that are only going to keep growing, and it gives our brand ambassadors a bigger variety of work to do, and our internal team of different variety of clients to work with and engage with. For us to scale, the more work that we do, the more humans we need, and so to scale, we'll have to keep saturating current markets and being able to offer our clients the best of the best in all cities across the U.S., which is what our goal is to get there, and we're working on that daily. But internally, how can we restructure to really be the most efficient, and creating new positions within our operations department to be more efficient in those roles to really help best service our clients and find. Right now, we currently have a software system that we use that helps us with scheduling, reporting, for data analysis from the activations, and that's only going to get even better as far as running the company, because there will be the software to help with processing the payroll, with doing the invoicing, with these different accounting functions, not just the operational functions. So that will be huge. We've read studies and we've done some research on retail versus online shopping, and is that going away? And everybody's like, oh, everybody shops online now and nobody's in the brick and mortar stores, which is actually false. And people are still, yes, there are people who prefer online shopping, but people are still going to grocery stores, department stores, and small independents. That's not going away. And so our clients will still be able to have that type of engagement, as well as we'll still be at special events and concerts, trade shows. There's always going to be a need for our type of service there as well.
So the human connection will thrive on.
Yes, that's why we're in business. That's what it all boils down to, where brands will still need, and maybe the opportunities might change a bit in 10 years, where it may not be as much of an in-store demo type of activation, but maybe there'll be other creative ways where we can still engage people to create those connections.
It's been a really great experience working here over the past 2 years now that I've been here. The company is growing a lot. We receive a lot of really great feedback from our clients, and the whole team is very supportive of each other's growth and learning new things. So we're always just trying to improve on everything we do here.
Great. Sounds like a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.